Good morning, all. Today I am going to discuss the impact of STEM, and in this one we will listen some of the stories from the past. How the knowledge of STEM, that means in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, have gave the answers, creative answers to the problems. Once Louis Pasteur said in December 7, 1854, that in the field of observation, chances only favors the mind which is prepared. What is the meaning of prepared mind? Prepared mind means which have knowledge, which have studied the subject, which have designed, which are curious to the observations, and then only the chance favors. Here is the story of accidental invention of the microwave. Percy Spencer, who was the radar technologist, who was working on radar technology as an engineer, accidentally discovered microwave. He has chocolates in his pocket and he was standing in front of a working radar. There is a magnetron tube which he was testing. He noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. He was very curious at that time that why this chocolate has been melted. He further experimented and find out that the microwaves are responsible for the heat required for melting of the chocolates, and in that way he developed a microwave oven. This was the curiosity and his knowledge, that means his mind was prepared to observe the happenings surrounding him. Another example comes from the mathematics, where Dr. Johnson, she was working with NASA at that time, and America was in the space race as the other some of the other countries. She has a very exceptional mathematical skills and dedication, and her knowledge was instrumental in the success of these groundbreaking space achievements, especially Apollo 11 moon landing. She calculated the exact path, flight path, trajectories. So she contributed in that space program by her knowledge in mathematical sciences. Let's take some of the stories from creative problem solving skills. Richard, when he was 11, he faced or his family faced a very difficult situation where every night lions attacks on their cattle. It was a difficult but very important problem. He observed that whenever the people are around and have lights, they are moving, the lions doesn't attack. Based on his observations, he designed a flashlights, flashing LED lights, which flash sometime here and there, and by that way launch doesn't attack. And these lights known as loin lights. Let's listen his words.
One night, very, if the lions come from the forest and then come to eat our cattle, it's very bad. If I see a lion now, I feel that something is something that is ready to attack me. Me and the lion, we are enemies, big enemies that we can never be forgive each another any day.
One night, he had a bright idea.
This the battery is it's being charged by the solar panel. It's there in the roof, and this the wires that carry the power to the bulbs. And this is the switch where you can switch the lights on and off.
Richard's brainchild is one of the first practical solutions to the lion-human conflict problem. It's saving cattle, lions, and money.
I knew the lions were afraid of something which is moving because when someone wakes up at night and moves with a torch, the lions are afraid of the lights because they think it is a person which is coming. Since 2009, I started putting our home the bulbs, so we didn't ever experience any problem of the lions coming at home until now. So the neighboring homes have even borrowed my idea. Since now I've put it 6 homes, the bulbs.
As conservationists in Africa, we really need to recognize and support local practical ideas that emerge from young people like Richard. We're proud to have helped Richard to get a scholarship to one of Kenya's top schools, Brookhouse International.
So that's the very interesting story to solve a problem. And the best part of this solution was they are not harming lions and at the same time they are saving the cattle.
One night,
So another story comes from Patton. He was 11-year-old from Florida, and he faced a situation where he found it is very difficult to carry sandbags. They are very heavy and they are used for the protecting home from the water damage during the floods. So instead of using sands in a traditional sandbags, which are very difficult to move due to their heavy weights, he used a polymer, the polymer that expands when it gets wet. So it was a very lightweight and very effective for flood protection. His innovation made it easier for people to prepare for flood and protect their homes from the water damage. Now the story comes from the boy who hastened the wind, who created a windmill to provide electricity and water for his family. He was facing poverty, there is a lack of formal education, but he has a determination to solve the problem. He has creative, he has innovative, and by doing this, he have changed the life of many people around him. Let's see the first windmill he has prepared. It was simple, used uh, local material available around him, but it was working and it provided a solution to the problem. Studying STEM means it provides a chance, fair chance to be innovative. Here are some suggested books you can read during your free time. I would like to thank you for listening me, and if you have any question you can email me at casing1@gwa.amity.edu at any time. I will try to answer your each and every query. Thank you very much.